We all struggle with ADHD, or, we have so much in our mind. We have short attention spans and we can't concentrate. And you know the drill. Everyone tells us that our memory and our attention is completely fried. The thing is, all we're missing is the awareness to take control of something that escaped our grasp, so to say. You need to see your brain as a tool, like a hand. I control my hand. I see this can over here. I want to drink something. I tell my hand to grab it, and now I can drink. I don't need it anymore. I put it away, return my hand, and now I'm at peace. I don't need the tool, so I don't move the tool. Do you know what I mean? When I want to walk somewhere, I use my feet. When I don't need to walk anywhere, I rest my feet. The brain works the same way. Your brain is a tool from your soul or your consciousness, so to say. The thing is, we're letting our brain do whatever the F it wants. It's in control of us. That's why I made a video on fidgeting. What the heck is a fidget, Who's doing this? Who's letting this happen? I don't really want to be doing this. It's kind of like signaling that I'm nervous or anxious. What the hell is going on here? I'm letting someone else take control of me, If you become aware of the fidget will disappear. I used to be one of those guys who would always shake their leg in class, and I thought it's normal. Other people do it. It's a fidget. It's normal. But eventually I noticed that once you become aware of it and you tell your body to stop, it will stop, and you will be more at peace. You will be uncontrolled. You will be controlled. You will start controlling the uncontrolled. And you have to do the same with the brain. And it's extremely hard. And that's actually the core essence of meditation. Meditation is simplified, is taking control of your brain. Telling your brain to stop doing anything. Sit down. Calm down. Stop moving. Shut up. That's what meditation is, And our brain works in the present moment. That's why they always say return to your breath. Because the breath is something very easily you can focus on because it's always in the present moment. It will always return you to the only reality that exists, which is now. Your breath in and out, right? But your brain always wants to play around with imagination or memory. Fantasy, dream world, tomorrow, yesterday, illusions, whatever it may be. But you're never here. You're everywhere else, but you're never here. Your mind is doing all these things, but it's never in the moment. And that's how our life also sort of runs away, where years fly by and you don't even know what you did, where you complete actions and you don't even know how you completed them. And we're always so go, go, go that the idea of not doing anything doesn't cross our mind. But you need to see it as this is practice. I need to tell myself to calm down. I need to tell my brain to stop. And in this process, you can control your thinking. Your brain kind of thinks about whatever it wants. But if you can take control of that and say, okay, I don't need to think about that now, that is entertainment. I can do that later. I can dream about my future life later. I need to focus on this, or I need to focus on this. Is this important right now? No, irrelevant. Or this is something I can attack later. If we get a hang of that, grab the cup. I don't need the cup. Grab the pen. Don't need the pen. Stop the fidget. If we can do that with our brain, dude, that is crazy. That is a superpower, right? Your brain what is the quote? The brain is a beautiful slave, but a terrible master. If you abuse your brain, you turn it into your own slave, it will work magic for you. But if it starts controlling you and you become the slave of your own mind, It will do whatever the F it wants whenever. Depression? Sure. Sadness? Sure. Laziness? Sure. Not caring? Sure. Judgment? Sure. Thinking negative thoughts? Sure. Whatever. Whatever the brain wants to do, it'll do it. And because you're always doing it, you identify with that. It becomes your character, right? If you let your brain always have these negative thoughts, you might identify with negativity, and then your whole being becomes negative, right? There's more layers to depression and such, but this is also a core essence of it. Whatever you think of, you become. If I only think negative, I become negative. That's why psychopaths or delusional people, if they have this insane confidence, even when they're losers, they have nothing to show for. They live in a lie. They're literally nobodies. They don't have real friends, whatever it may be. But because they think they are the shit, because they think that they are cool, they become cool. Other people see them as that. So it starts in the mind. And if we don't take control of the mind, we are cooked. We are absolutely cooked. We're a leaf in the wind. And another way to calm the mind is through journaling. I made a video on that as well. Journaling gets your thoughts on paper. You can organize them, you can categorize them, you can solve issues, you can prioritize, you can recap, you can dream, you can plan, you can figure out what's important and what isn't. Journaling is a must-do. It's literally, I can't imagine a life without journaling, guys. It changed my freaking life. It made my life so much easier. And it's also like this diary of your life. You can go back a couple years, see how you changed, how you improved, whatever. That's all just an extra, but you need to like vomit this shit out. Your brain is like the supercomputer who can't really organize stuff. So it does whatever it wants. And now imagine you throw nicotine, caffeine, addictions, and stimulants and entertainment on that, and propaganda. Holy crap, brother. Do you know how fucked we are? So we need to like strip away these addictions, these stimulants, calm our mind through control, telling ourselves to focus, stop the fidget, focus on our breath, even if you're just in the grocery store. No music. I'm going to go shopping and just breathe and be quiet. Listen to the sounds. Listen to people moving. That's presence. We need to tell our brain to stop working. That's what meditation is. Come back to the moment. Come back to the moment. Come back to the moment. And that's all it is. Come back to the moment. So be the master of your own brain.